Like the one question that I'm asked is like, how did you get on the show? And
pretty much the tea of the show. Oh my gosh, where do we even start?
I heard some rumors that you started.
Rumors about what?
Don't play stupid.
They're a flirty couple.
Oh. Wait, but will you elaborate on this?
I'm disappointed. I am genuinely disappointed. Again, this is my first time speaking on this, right?
Listening, writing for him. Like,
I was angry. I was right there with you every week.
Like, we're on a show. I mean, you sign up for this and you know what's coming. People and trolls are unavoidable, and it's dark. And just trying to filter through the good, because the good totally outweighs the bad. Our relationship was still not shown to its fullest at all. Not even like scratching the surface.
Watch me move, watch me how I work it.
I just got chills.
We have
could be here all day.
From here on out, there's no telling the direction this is going to go in.
Welcome back to Pain to Power, you guys. I am your host, Kayla Cardona. I've always wanted to say that. And my next guest is a Southern belle from Nashville with deep Christian roots. She's not only the former Miss Tennessee USA 2018, but also a versatile professional with a rich background in sales, communications, and entrepreneurship. You, of course, may have seen her on the hit Netflix show, Selling the OC. Now a thriving content creator, she brings her warmth and charm to everything that she does. The funniest and best person I know, who also happens to be my best friend, and she's not afraid to bang on a $7 million window to show it. Please welcome Alexandra Harper.
Hello. That was so nice. That's like the nicest thing that anyone's ever said about me. All of that, just like 5 sentences. Thank you.
What? No, I'm sure people have said fantastic things about you because you're just the best.
Oh, stop.
I love you.
Keep going.
I can see your head getting bigger. Hold on.
I know. Kind of. But thank you.
How are you doing today?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. It's way overdue. For a little bit of background, you guys, for some people that probably are asking, like, what took so long for you to be on my show? Full disclosure, she was already on my show, but we decided to not air that episode for personal reasons. That's none of y'all business. But of course, duh. I mean, you're my best friend. We literally talk every single day. And I mean, that's one of the best things that the show has brought into my life was you. So whoop, whoop.
Oh my gosh.
Tall and smalls for life.
So many blessings. Yeah. We found each other.
We found each other.
So true. Oh my gosh. The very first time we recorded, good thing that was just a practice run, but that also for all of the viewers and listeners, it was 3 hours long.
And we totally lost track. Yes, but that's because we had so much to say. We forgot we were recording an episode, and we were just having a phone call conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's okay. All right, Miss Harper, let's get into your background, kind of where you're from, obviously from Nashville, but more of your story. I know we want to talk about, because you are also on another TV show that I called Magic City.
Yes.
Which sounds like a strip club.
She literally goes, what was the show? Magic City? And I was like, no,
Magic
that's
City.
like another name for, I don't know, the strip club, like down on 9th. Like,
oh my gosh.
I explained to her that Music City is Nashville. Nashville is called Music City. She was like, oh.
Which I didn't know. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just get into your background, who you are, how you got on Music City and all the things. So people could just really get to know you.
Yeah, let's get into it. Well, I think that really in conclusion, that sentence is, how did you get on the show? And
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's kind of the name. Like the one question that I'm asked is like, how are you on this show? This makes no sense. Well, first of all, I know that it makes no sense, but it's crazy how it all happened. Back in, I think it was 2017, there was a show being filmed here. Adam DeVello created it. It was called Music City. And Adam DeVello is the creator of Sailing Sunset and the creator of the Laguna Beach and the Hills. So I was on this show really because I won Miss Tennessee, and they already had my cousin on the show too. And it was kind of about like a group of people that were aspiring artists in Music City. So that's kind of how you connect the dots there. But my cousin was a personal trainer. He sang, and I was just kind of like his sidekick because we were best friends. We did everything together. And from there, let's just say that show did not have much success. But after 2 seasons, that was about that. It was airing on CMT. And then Adam DeVello and I always kept in communication over the last, gosh, I don't know, 7 years. Like every Thanksgiving or Christmas, we always check in with each other. I mean, this man spent time with my family, you know, like we were in my house filming with my parents. He knew my cousin, obviously. He knows my aunts. He knows my other cousins on my mom's side. So he really was like, I mean, he would just sit down on the couch with my mom and just talk. So we've always just kept a great relationship. And come February of last year of 2023, I get a phone call from him and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm creating cooking content. And he's like, well, not anymore. Do you want to try something out? Honestly, that's how it started. And so I went out to Orange County. It was my first time there. And that's when I met you the very first week I was there. And we had no idea if it was going to be a good fit. I mean, it was, you know, it kind of takes two to tango, but it ended up working. It ended up working out. I prayed about it. I did not want to do the show. And I just said, this makes no sense. Like, how does this make any sense? Like, I'm a girl from Nashville who does not have a real estate license, even in Tennessee. And then now I'm on a show. Basically, it was a situation that, like, I went out there, I tested for season 2, and that's when I met you. And that's when I filmed for like 3 days straight. And I basically got on the plane. I was like, I'm not doing this. This makes absolutely no sense. I'm the girl from Nashville that doesn't have a real estate license, even in Tennessee. And then my life is here. My family's here. My now fiance is here. He bought us a home. So how's this making sense? I prayed about it, and literally it was like the Lord slapped me in the face and said, you're going. I'm calling you and you're going. So it just kind of happened. I mean, I think that, Kayla, like it was the quickest, craziest, like get your life together and move across the country kind of thing. So yeah, all roads lead back to Adam DeVello.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a wild card, but for anyone and everyone that is talking crap on her and about that, if you were given the same opportunity, dang well you would have taken it too. So leave her alone. Okay.
But it is so true. I mean, being on a show like this, it gives you such a platform, and it opens up so many doors. I mean, and that's what I saw. Like, that was my tunnel vision. It was like, okay, how can I use this for like a personal perspective? Like, how can I use this to benefit myself from here on out? And so, of course, it's opened 1,000 doors, but it really is it's an amazing opportunity. So for everyone listening that does not have your real estate license and you're ever asked to be on a show about real estate, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just go with it. I love that. Because prior to that, again, you were in content creation. You're basically doing your passion right now. And so the show, what it has done, it has brought more of a platform for you to do more of what you love. And it opened so much more doors to continue to do the things that you love. So win-win, baby. Like, come on, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so
yeah, for sure. I think it's also like, it's such a stigma that people have to know what they want to do in their life, like in their 20s. And I'm sitting here like, this time last year I was 30 and I was like, what am I doing? Like, all my friends have like serious careers. Like, what am I doing? Like, what do I love to do? What are my interests? Cause I've kind of just like dabbled in everything. Like you said, I've been in tech sales. I've been in broadcast sales. I worked for a news station. I was in a political campaign. Like, I started my own business website designing. So I've always done these things that I'm like, I still don't know what I love. So for me to be doing this and creating is, I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful for the show and all the doors it's opened. But yes, it definitely segues into putting you in a better position than you were before.
Right. And all those jobs, you built all those skills for you to end up to where you're at today, which is all very useful. So everyone listening, if you don't know what you want to do with your life, just do it all and then just figure out what piece of that or what part of that you really love the most and what, but you won't know unless you try it, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're the
that's
same way. You've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah. We would be here all day if I listed everything that I've done.
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, that gives a better idea of obviously where you're from, what you've done, and how the heck you got on this show. I love that for you.
The secret's out. That's out the bag.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So let's get into the juiciness, the tea of the show. Oh my gosh, where do we even start? Tony, I might have to cancel my next interview. I don't know.
We
could be here all day.
From here on out, there's no telling the direction this is going to go in.
No way. No way. So, okay, let's get into the tea. Let's see. What part should we really start with? What's on your heart? Is there anything you want to express?
What's on your heart?
Remember, I'm yes, we're tall, smalls, vault, gang, but I'm also still a host of my show, so I have to somewhat keep it a little, biased, I guess.
Well, of course, but also maybe that's where we start. Is first of all, a lot of, which is expected with reality TV, but our relationship was still not shown to its fullest at all. Not even
no.
Scratching the surface. And so I think that's also something that's so interesting is and gosh, I wore the best outfit in one of those seasons. We were matching. It's crazy because you wear the crappiest outfits in the days that you're like, oh, there's no way this is going to air. And then you wear a bomb outfit. And of course it doesn't just TV.
You're talking about the one where we had that real estate scene with that property in Laguna Beach that didn't air, right?
We looked so good.
So good. So good. So rude. They what?
They even put it in the trailer.
I know. That's why I'm like, why would you use it in the trailer but not in the actual show? I know. Whatever. That's so rude. You guys.
Well, we could also start with the fact that it looks, okay, hold on. It looks like I'm wearing the same outfit that I was wearing in the window bang, but I'm not. I promise you, it's like a dress. that purple jumpsuit is being burned, but just because of PTSD. But this is not the same outfit, but damn, it looks the exact same.
I don't think anyone will notice. I think they just remember you banging on that window. Do you love me? That was so good.
Oh my gosh. That lasted a while. Here's just some random things. That scene with the window bang. First of all, let me just preface this. Everyone on this cast drinks tequila. I've never walked into situations before where truly and literally, it's just a group of people that thrive on Casamigos. And I am a vodka gal. So I would have to go when we would do beach scenes or something fun or an event where there was drinking. I would carry my water bottle of vodka with me because I knew that I had to make my own drinks. Well, I didn't do that day. So I drank tequila that day. And so
I didn't know that detail.
I was tequila Kayla. I was tequila in the window bang.
Okay, I'll think of a tequila name. I'll think of a tequila name for you and I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Well, I guess I don't know. Let's talk about Sean and all of that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go there. But which, by the way, let me make something very clear, you guys. It's not like she was belligerent. You weren't slaying your words, nothing like that. So it wasn't. They made the window knock way more exaggerated than it was. Okay, let's just call it what it is.
Oh my gosh. I mean, like the first
Boom,
time
boom,
I
boom,
watched
boom.
it, I passed away. I literally threw my phone and I was like, oh my gosh, they just made that sound like I was a 500-pound construction worker with a sledgehammer. Like it was the loud, and of course everyone's reactions.
Oh God, everyone's reactions. First of all, you guys know when you're going into an event or a broker's tour, open house, whatever. If there's cameras there, everybody already knows something's going to go down. That's just the truth. And so for them to act like everyone's all shocked. No, they weren't. They knew, they were waiting for something to happen, and Harper made that happen.
Leave it up to the Nashville gal to bang on a windows of I don't know, how much was that listing? Like 7 million? I didn't even think anything of it. Well, until I started crying and went to the bathroom.
It's okay. That's when the tequila hit.
Well,
anyways.
Before then. Yeah. But I certainly appreciate you making that seem.
For the record, you know, when I watched back at that scene, when we first saw it, it's just like after that, you and I didn't know how hard you rode for me. After I saw that, I was like, that's my girl for life. Like it just brought it, like I would have done the same thing. And I just love you so much for that. So if I haven't already make that clear, like that was like the moment where I was like, gang for life.
Gang. Gang, right.
Yeah. So let's get into the Sean thing, because apparently he's gone rogue.
Sean going
What
rogue.
is going on with that?
I mean,
what are your thoughts?
Well, let's see. I think it is reeking of desperation, thirst, and I mean, just the fact that you're having to call a TMZ to come meet you somewhere in your fake setup with your friend in the car. I mean, and all like calling news stations in Australia or something and booking news. Like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the way that it's so unimportant that like, it's unimportant. And it's like, why are we going to even give this light? Well, I think a reason to give it light is because he is known to go in circles with everything that he says. If you ask him one question 10 minutes later, you'll literally look at someone next to you and go, wait, did he answer this? Well, he's doing that right now, because what he's doing is he's dragging you. So nothing is about the Austin drama anymore and all of that. It's now he's just talking about you. Yeah.
Which
is what he does.
And right. Well, everyone seems to talk about me. But the other thing to point out, I've noticed, and I'm really good at picking up on patterns and behaviors and things like that. And I noticed he refused to do any interviews with any of us ever. And people don't know the backstory of, you know, him going against Netflix and PR about not showing up to these interviews with other castmates, blah, 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 right? So he has worked overtime to get these single solo interviews so he doesn't get called out on his bullcrap, on more lies that he wants to spread. And he won't be held accountable. And that's why I think he just wants those solo interviews, right? That's the only reason, really.
Of course.
More lies. So what I'm getting on the internet, oh, this is so good. What I'm getting on, because this is the first time we've talked about this, but I mean, it is what it is. What I'm getting on the internet is people are believing Sean and everything he has said on the show. The ending of season 3, and my reaction, I think everyone can agree, was pretty genuine. You can see it in my body language. You can hear it in my voice tone. And I'm disappointed. I am genuinely disappointed because Sean said some lies and I didn't know how to process it. Right? So for people, they're using, well, Sean's telling the truth. Kayla, believe him. And I'm like, I never once said or claimed that he was lying about everything. I never said that. Again, this is my first time speaking on this, right? So people take that as like the full picture. I don't know how I turned this into me talking about Sean.
Well, I think it needs to be addressed. Like it does, because there's also so much that happened that isn't being discussed because no one knows that it happened. But if everyone knew that all of these things, like our thought process over the course of 3 months, right? Like filming, listening, writing for him, like, you know, you and him, well, you were always at my condo in Laguna, but like when he came over for dinner and sat there for hours and like I cried, like we were writing for him. We were going to support him, even though we still really didn't know what we were supporting him on. Like it was very confusing, but you know, what the audience is not seeing is that when this happened at the Derby and this huge commotion occurred that lasted hours, and it also lasted until like 1 a.m. for hours and hours, that you and I looked at each other at the same time when he made his first contradiction in what he was saying. And we looked at each other, we locked eyes. And then he said another thing. He said the brownies and he said the thing about the dinner. And we looked at each other and you went to the bathroom and then I followed you. And everything started falling apart. And so it's like if you have a story where something so traumatic happened to you or that you're repeating and you're making it this big deal, you are involving somebody's family, you're involving someone's kids, and you're also involving other people that you're randomly putting in the story too. You better come with the same story every single time. There, like no detail better be wrong about that story every single time that you tell it. But by this point,
details,
it was the small details that you start going, wait a minute. Okay, well, he told us this, but then now he's saying that he
the
didn't.
same thing. By the way, can we make that really clear? He told us the same thing about the weed brownies. And when I watched back the show in season 3 and Polly had mentioned the weed brownies, I didn't think of anything of it. I'm like, yeah, well, that's what he told me too. Whatever.
I didn't think anything of it either. I didn't think anything of it either. I was like, oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's true.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, after the show comes out, he's silent. No, he didn't stay silent, you guys. He was he was waiting for all the interviews to come out.
Right.
Yeah. And then he could go in and insert himself with more lies. Now, all of it, I didn't see that coming. I don't think anyone saw it coming, where he started attacking me and saying that. What was the reason? I don't even remember what he said. What did he say?
He said that you were trying to distract the audience and the viewers from what you've done in the past to like put him in the hot seat.
Oh, take myself out of the heat or something from season 1.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What? Hold on. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you're talking about something that never happened 3 years ago. What heat are you talking about? I'm over here minding my own business. And he's saying all these terrible, nasty things about me. It's like, oh, you really felt that way? How come you didn't mention it when we were filming season 2 or 3?
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden it's coming out because you got nothing else on me?
And then also the fact that he completely fabricated the story about what really happened was you and Jarvis and him going out to lunch. No cameras at all.
Oh my God. And he was saying that I took his phone and sent myself stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. And that it was like on camera. And it was...
No.
I remember you calling me and going, I'm going to lunch. It was right before the Derby. You're like, I'm going to lunch with Jarvis and Sean. I couldn't make it. Sean wanted to once again get his people to tell him that they had his back for whatever was about to happen. Do you see how this makes no
Yep.
sense? Nothing makes sense.
Exactly. Nope. Not at all.
No.
And I got receipts on receipts on receipts. I got text messages, all the things of him. You have my back, right? You have my back, right? Like, and then he got mad at me because I canceled on a dinner the 2 nights before the grand finale where everything was going to hit the fan because I couldn't make dinner. And he got so mad at that. He's like, I've been nothing but supportive towards you. I'm like, you need to chill. I've been nothing but supportive of you the entire time. I always check up on you. Again, I got text messages. Hey, how are you feeling? How are you doing today? Just checking up on you. Hope you're good. I got your back. Don't worry. I got all of that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, in terms of
and
like,
going back to, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but
No.
really quick before I forget, going back to him stating that I supposedly took his phone and sent myself stuff and he snatched it away saying you lost your privileges. No, that is so not true. And Jarvis was right there. I got a witness. Jarvis was right there. That never happened. And how can I even send myself stuff? I don't even know where to go on his phone. He didn't even allow me to hold on to his phone, let alone
What?
send myself stuff secretly. Like,
so
bro.
secret. No, Sean
Oh
wouldn't
my
give
God.
you his phone if it only if it gets him more media coverage would he give someone else his phone. I mean,
Yeah.
he literally would just keep his phone like this. I mean, he was
Yeah.
like, on the finale day. He went up to the cameras and was showing these text messages that made like there was no context to them. Like they were like, Tyler texting him and saying, "Hey man, like I'll bring the whiskey."
In conclusion, Sean just keeps lying. He keeps wants to milk as much as he can right now. But again, like I've always said since the very beginning, since season 1, the truth always comes out. And that's what I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do you have any other thoughts, comments, or concerns, Harper?
I will say that when Polly told me, just watch what you do with Sean because he's done it and he will turn on you and he's done it to everyone around him. And she was saying, he's done it to me. I will say that for the first time, Polly was not joking when she said that. Like it's like almost that she could see into the future, but that's kind of crazy that all transpired. And I stood up for him when she said that. It's on camera. I said
Yeah.
Sean was my friend, but yeah, she was not wrong. So
Yeah. Well, I could see why that would just slip through, like go through one ear and out the other, because anything that Polly says, you can't really take serious. But it's yeah. I mean, for the first time really ever, she was right. And it's so unfortunate because I was genuinely hurt for so long. And I even have a text message after the grand finale that I sent to Sean, again, receipts on receipts, saying, hey, because he was blowing up my phone. Remember that? When he kept calling me, and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know how to process this. You were being very contradictory. Wait, how do you say that? He was saying condescending things. Condescending? No, that's not the right word. Why am I?
Like you were saying a lot of contradictions, like in what you were.
Yes, thank you. But I was being nice, and I wasn't saying you being lied.
Mm-hmm.
So I was being nice to not piss him off, and I just wanted to just take some time. And I told him in the text, I just need time to process this. I don't know how I feel about this, because if I call you right now, it's not going to be good. So I just need some time. And all he responded back was, interesting. That's all he said. Never spoke to him again. Unfollowed me, all the things. And now Now he has a lot to say about me all of a sudden.
He even lied that night. He even lied on the phone with me that night. Remember, we were all, just to give context to everyone, like we were all in this van after the Derby, going to the restaurant that we were filming at, exhausted. Sean and Jarvis were not there. They left, and so did Austin. But so we were in this van for probably an hour and 45 minutes. And we didn't know why we weren't leaving to go to this restaurant yet. And so I called Sean and I say, "Where are you?" And he said, "I'm with my boyfriend." And we were like, "What? Oh, what?" And no, come to find out,
I forgot about this.
He was already at the restaurant, sitting at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one thing after another. But that night was really difficult and it was really hard. And I'll never forget the way you looked at me. And then you just started crying because you were like, "This is it for me. Like, I will never be able to move on from these things."
No. And
the lies.
And going in that bathroom and I didn't want to come out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, why would I be that upset, you guys? If I was that was a genuine reaction. And then, as you know, Polly and I, we're not friends. We don't speak. How did we come up with the same story?
That exactly.
And you heard the same story too.
Oh yeah, he said
you heard the same story.
He said he never ever told me a story about Austin and he met them at dinner that night. They went back to his house. He told me 3 times, and one was on the phone, and it lasted an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, it's not like that we're over here comparing notes with Polly about stuff. So the fact that
no.
that side knows the same stuff that we know, it just goes to tell you.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's move on to bigger and better things, por favor. I want to talk about your wonderful, beautiful engagement. Let's share a little bit about that. Finally. Oh my God. I felt like I was holding on. Did he ask yet? Are we engaged yet? Is it happening? Are we getting married? I've been on the edge of my seat.
Are we engaged yet? Are we engaged?
Exactly, because this is I am in the relationship with you, obviously. That's what I was looking for.
Golly,
yeah.
It was. I think the reason why it was such that first of all, we were so angry about it, is because I designed my ring. I knew when it was ready. I knew when he was going to pick it up. So I knew that the ring was in the house for 5.5 weeks. And I was home every weekend. And then he would come home from wherever he was doing for work. And he would be home for all those 5 weeks in a row. And you had an event, the magazine cover in February. And I was going to come to that, but I didn't because I thought I was being engaged. So I was so angry after these 5 weeks. Oh my gosh, girl. But
I was angry. I was right there with you every week. Did he do it? Did he do it? What's happening? What's going on?
Man. And then just the engagement in general was just the most non-romantic, just so typical me story to ever occur ever. But actually, here's what happened. I was recording a video. I was doing a fashion video and I was recording it in our master bedroom of me trying on clothes. And I overhear him having a conversation with someone on the phone saying that he was going to take me, surprise me, to San Antonio, Texas, and get engaged. First of all, what? Second of all, how do you just surprise a woman and just take her on a... No, first of all, I'm a weird traveler. I need a week to prepare. And he knows that about me. Everyone had told him at this point, for the love of God, Lucas, just propose to her. Do it in the backyard. Just do it. So I overhear this. I end up mentioning it to him. Long story short, we ended up booking a trip the night before. This was the first weekend in March to 30A, Rosemary Beach, my favorite place in the world, and that me, Kayla, and Rose just spent time at. And Well, he waited till the last damn day. The last day. So obviously, like on day 2, like we come back from dinner and he's like, well, what do you want to do now? And I'm like, are you joking? I mean, I rip off my nipple pads, throw them at the wall. I wash myself. I get in bed. We just don't even speak. Like, I am angry. I'm like, I'm leaving tomorrow.
You have a thing with, I'm sorry, you have a thing with throwing nipple pads. Can I just mention that really quick?
We'll like wake up and they're like on the microwave of our hotel room or something.
I know. When we were in Florida, I was like, why is there 2 nipple pads in my wall? Where did these come from? There was another one on the mirror. I was like, what is this?
I seriously, all I have to do is just like go take a lap around my kitchen to find a pair. Like, I don't know why. They're just so.
It's like I can't find them. Let me just take a quick run around the house really quick. I'm sure I'll find one on a wall or something.
We really do. Like, for some reason, we always end up just throwing them at each other too. Just frisbee.
Hate when that happens. Anyways, continue. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. We're going now. It's all hurts from laughing. But I don't know. Like, it was just, I was so mad. Well, the last day, it's beautiful. We have, we were going to go to this beach bar, and then I was like, perfect. This gives him the perfect opportunity, for the love of God, just to, it's sunset, beach bar, get down on one knee, call it a day. Well, this overwhelming fog from the depths of hell comes over on the entire Rosemary Beach. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. It was like, well, I mean, I'll just say this. From our resort we were staying at, we could not see the pool. So I said, okay, no big deal. Then Lucas goes and he tries to get the ring out of the safe. Well, the safe is not opening. The safe does not open. Oh, God. And it is Sunday. So all of IT is not working on Sundays. So,
okay. Hold that thought. I just want to bring some context into this. You guys, this is the story of Harper's life. Okay. Everything that could possibly go wrong goes wrong. And I didn't think it was a thing. Like, really quick, I'm going to make a super quick point. Mm-hmm. She has some sort of AC curse. Okay. Wherever she goes, the AC does not work. And I thought, oh, she's just being dramatic. Da, da, da. No, we actually shared a hotel together one time, first time. And lo and behold, the AC did not work. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
She was like
this is her life.
Yeah.
I call her the beautiful chaos.
Literally just pure chaos. Like, even in Laguna Beach, like when I was living there, I would call you every day and you would be like, what's happened today? Like, I mean, I remember one time I called you and I was like, listen, I know this isn't going to make any sense, but I just went over to my condo, was bringing groceries upstairs, and there's 2 women inside of the condo. Inside
random people sitting on her couch.
Sitting on my couch talking about how cute it is. I walked in and they go, huh? And I was like, wait, what? Why are you looking at me confused? You're in my house. So this kind of stuff is normal for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Is. I mean,
yeah. Okay. So I needed to make that clear before you continued, because people are like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. No. This is like her life. This is what always ends up happening. So continue with your story.
Right. It's almost just, I remember when I even told you the full story of the engagement, you were like, you just don't even have a reaction anymore. You're like, I'm not surprised nor shocked.
No, not at all.
But I mean, yeah, long story short, I end up, listen, I might have been fondling with the safe that morning. I might have fondled, but not in my wildest dreams that I think it was going to shut down and that I was going to be the cause. Oh my gosh, I don't think I guess I'm just going to come out with it. Yeah. So like I was trying to mess with the safe that morning to make sure that the ring was in there. So that's the reason why I got locked up. So, but yeah, long story short, we end up going to the beach bar or the hotel bar. I end up taking doubles with my new friends from Dallas in the hot tub just to ease the pain that the ring was locked in the safe. Somehow, in some way, they ended up getting it out of the safe. We go to a desolate, dark courtyard that night in Rosemary Beach by ourselves with no witnesses and just walk around. And he finally looks at me and goes, well, is this good enough? And I said, yes. And so he just got down one knee. Will you marry me? Yes.
Yes.
So
About dang time.
for the love of God. But yeah, we're excited. Our wedding is in March. And I'm just I obviously will do this in a much more fun, cute, amazing way, but thought this would be a good opportunity. Kayla, will you be my bridesmaid?
Wait, what? Oh my God, yes! I just got chills. What? I didn't think you were going to have bridesmaids because I'm like, she didn't even ask me, so I doubt she'll have one. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, of course. I've never seen such a blank stare in my life.
Wait, is that why you got the tissues? No, give it to me. Oh my God. Yes, of course. Oh my God.
Oh, that's like,
oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'm so happy we just got that.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. I feel like I got proposed to. I'm so happy. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. This literally could probably end up on like a Match.com like ad. Just me asking you right now and you're just going, what?
Oh my God. You just made my entire year. This is, well, I would be honored.
You're going to be one of my bridesmaids, but I've just been thinking, well, oh my gosh, like it's going to be a better way of me asking you, but I was like, this will be such a fun thing. Let's do today. Yay!
I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm calling you after we're done.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, I'm so stoked. Oh, thank you. I'm so, this is so special. This is so special.
Like our relationship is just like, it's not like any other one. And I'm just so thankful for you and just everything that's happened. So you're gonna bride too.
Me too. Me too. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do my hair. Oh my God. Like, oh God. Okay. All right. So let's, that was beautiful. Okay. So let's get into, sorry, I'm trying to change my mindset right now.
No, it's okay.
Okay. That totally threw me off guard. And I'm so I'm so thankful and I love you and I'm so excited. So, okay. We got to move on. All right.
Yes.
Let's get into social media. Obviously, you and I have spoken about the things that are being said, the comments that are being said towards you, and it's been quite hurtful. And I'm literally about to no, I'm not. The things I want to do and say to these people online for you, but I know that's just not going to do anything. So let's touch base a little bit on that and what exactly I'm even talking about. So I'm going to let you kind of, explain all of that.
Sure. Well, I said at the very beginning, I am a full-time content creator. So I work exclusively one-on-one with brands and I do it's my bread and butter. It was the whole point. It really genuinely was the whole point in terms of opportunity wise for me doing this show from a personal standpoint. And so it has been amazing and God's plan has totally been unraveling and it's incredible. I love doing it. I went to school with, doing photography and journalism and editing. And so I love everything I do. And it's my joy. I've found my passion. And it's lifestyle, it's food, it's just fashion, beauty, and I know that everyone gets online hate, and especially being on a show and having a platform like this, it's certainly no stranger to you, who's been raked over the coals, especially after season 1 and everything. But I gotta be honest with you. I thought that all the hate was going to come from, I don't know, the window knock or me being unprofessional or me being a joke of a human that doesn't have a real estate license. all of that is good. I mean, this is fun. Like, we're on a show. I mean, you sign up for this and you know what's coming, ultimately. But about, like, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, my social media my videos just started going like viral, like reels of me trying on, not Instagram clothes, Amazon clothes, and a few in a bathing suit. And the hatred in the vitriol that has come of it. Like, I would never even make this a big deal if it weren't a bigger deal in a bigger picture. I'm talking thousands of comments a day. And I have, filters on my Instagram and everything, but it has nothing to do with the show. It has to do with my body. Throwing out words like eating disorder, bulimia, anorexia, hashtag Amazonorexia. Like, this is not the ideal image of beauty. I mean, and these aren't like faceless accounts either. These are people I've seen a lot that are verified personal trainers that have a health and wellness platform, and they are starting the conversation. So, one person leaves a comment and there's like 100 underneath there, or 300, and they're all fighting with each other. And let me just say this. I'm not going to give this moment to them. I've gone back and forth with ways to deal with this, because it almost feels like I'm disconnected to this community that I love and that I've connected with so well. But this space has now become very dark. And it's like, every time I even just go on and look at my notifications, it just dates back to 5 minutes ago, because it's just the comments. And I've tried to put filters on words. I try to delete the ones that I see, but I'm also, I'm not going and deep diving in there. But I'm using this moment just to speak candidly, because I don't think that those people, those rats, are going to be listening to this podcast that is about inspiring others, because they don't belong here. But I think that it's important to remind each other that, like, we are human beings. Every single person around you has a soul and a mind and a brain. And whether or not it's me trying on a bathing suit or someone else, it cuts deep for the people that are even watching or looking at those comments, or the young girls that are going to be looking at that and looking at my body and then putting the word eating disorder associated with my body type. And the thing is that my health is no one else's business. I am happy, I am well, and I love what I'm doing. But one of the things that I've done, or I've tried to do over the last 8 years, is every single day to make one person's day, just by, looking at someone's name tag when they're checking you out at the grocery store, or just calling them by name, or just talking to a stranger in your neighborhood. And I think it's an easy way to be able to overcome all this negativity. It's worked for me. But I just want to also encourage others to reach out to me and allow me to be a safe space. If you're struggling with something, if you are being cyberbullied, if you are being attacked or harassed, there's so many different ways that you can go down that rabbit hole, and it's dark and it's unavoidable. That's, I think, the most, depressing part about it, is that people and trolls are unavoidable. But continuing on of what you're doing and just trying to filter through the good, because the good totally outweighs the bad. I mean, y'all are my tribe, and, I sent like one message to my closest friends about it, and it was like within seconds, it was like, the troops go tomorrow morning. And it was just like comments of all my friends, just like
Avengers assemble.
Literally, it was like,
attack!
We're doing it. And I think I said, like, listen, hell hath no fury like a squad scorned. So like they're coming for you. But for those that don't have any sort of like or just people to go to, I just really want to encourage you to find somebody to go to about it and relate to people. Another tip is to look up a hashtag. I know this sounds crazy, but look up a hashtag on Instagram. Anything that you're dealing with, whether or not that be like a problem or if it is something related to your health, look up that hashtag and look at the other creators that are talking about it. I've also done that in so many aspects of my life and connected on that standpoint. But
so looking for like that support group, that support system, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Specifically for that, or anything really.
Yeah, or
that
anything
you're struggling with.
It could be, you know, social media is a double-edged sword. It's great, but it's also incredibly negative, and it's easy to misuse it and to get sucked in. But finding that little support group, I've always wondered, well, how do people find those accounts that relate to you, or that you just want to follow, you don't even really want to interact with, but you just want to see what they're saying about anything that you're dealing with. It's doable. And you just go and just look up hashtags or words and you'll find the best content out there. Follow those creators and connect with them, shoot them a DM. But anything that's going to really separate you from the hatred, because again, it is unfortunately unavoidable.
Oh, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. And for anyone else that is going through that, that is I would say, is probably the reason that most people are committing suicide is because of the internet and what people are saying to others, and they do not know how to handle it or process it or regulate their emotions or anything like that, because it's just right there in front of you and you have no control over it. So what I know you're talking about people seeking support and looking for those supportive systems and groups. But what would you say to someone that is in your position, that is dealing with cyberbullying? What advice would you give to them for them to just look past it? Because again, they can't control it. Obviously, the filters are not working for some reason, right? Like, would you say maybe you're a content creator, so you can't. So I'm thinking like, what would I tell someone, maybe taking a break from the internet or, things like that. But what would be your advice or tips for someone that is struggling with that?
To move forward and just to keep on doing what you're doing, because there have been times recently where I have questioned everything that I order or everything that I wear and I'm like, well, is this going to get a lot of backlash? Like, is this going to get this? Like, am I going to get a bunch of hatred for this? Like,
oh, no.
But also it's not that, but it's just, I worry for the girls that are looking and seeing those comments, so it's not really about me, but I worry about those developing minds. Right. But one thing that Lucas told me, my fiance, recently, he was like, keep going, like keep going and keep doing what you're doing, because you're getting a great response. Somehow, in some way, you're still getting an incredible response. And you're not going to let somebody not only just interfere with your love of social media or your love of interacting with those that like what you do and they want to know what kitchen utensils you're using, but you cannot let someone completely tear down your pride to where you're going to stop doing what is now your job. Like I just said about 30 minutes ago, I said, like, I'm 31 years old. I finally found my passion. I finally found what I love doing. So my greatest piece of advice would be, do not hit that notification button. I mean, these are just like simple, actual things to do. Don't hit the notification button. Do not see. Get an autoresponder if you have a lot of people commenting, and respond that way. DM the people that have stood up for you and you do come across their comments, because that also develops a great community of women supporting other women. But also just to be open. I think that I was open with you and my other close friends just like recently, because I didn't want, there's so many other things going on in the world. I didn't want just another episode of cyberbullying to be said. And I don't know, but being open and honest about how you feel, it's a great way to finally release how you're feeling, what you're feeling, and to just be able to translate to other people about how to go about it. But yeah, I will advise people to connect with others that are going through the same thing. I'm going through the same thing. And if you're listening to this right now, please DM me and I will be there for you and we can chit chat. We can chit chat about it. But finding those that are going through similar things is always beneficial, and you feel like you're part of something, no matter how bad it is. But
Right. And when you do keep going, when you do continue to, create the content and ignore all, do your best to ignore or whatever, block button is also great. I block all the time. You're also giving other people permission to keep going, keep thriving, and ignore the bullcrap, because no matter what you do or say, people are going to hate regardless, right? So it doesn't matter your body type, and again, you don't know what anyone is going through as far as your like health, you don't need to explain it to me. I don't, it's no one's business at all, but you just don't know what people are going through. You don't know the reasons behind anything, if there is one or not. Again, none of your business. So chill. All right. Don't make me come after you, because I will.
She ain't pretty when she comes after you.
No, not at all.
That's Kayla.
All right. So a couple more questions to kind of wrap it up. Thank you for expressing that, Harper. That's incredibly important and a message that a lot of people need to hear. And I feel like not enough people are really talking about it. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being so honest and open and vulnerable about that. More people need to bring awareness to it. So hopefully this will help people and hopefully shut some people up as well. So a couple more questions. Is there any new projects coming up that you would like to share?
Oh, well, yeah, several. I'm very excited to, so one of them, there's like this online website. It's called The Knot, and it's like the #1 registry wedding website in the country that you just go to for everything. And they have chosen me to be their bride of, or like top 10 brides of 2025. So with that, I'm given a lot of opportunities to work with brands on my wedding planning. So like minted invitations is a huge one. So I'm doing a huge project with them with my save the dates and wedding invitations. And then I'm going out to Aspen. The Knot is like flying Lucas and I out to Aspen in August for the trip with like the 10 brides and their fiancés. So that's really exciting. I'm very excited about that. Really cool.
And I'm the bridesmaid of that bride.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, just like great brand partnerships that I'm excited about. And just things like really moving forward. I like intertwining what I'm doing and what's currently going on in my life with, what I'm doing job-wise and career-wise with content creation. So that's really neat for my wedding and the wedding planning to kind of correlate in that sort of aspect.
Okay. And as I ask everyone that's on my show, in your definition, what does pain to power mean to you?
Oh, listen, I think that my biggest battle that I've had to overcome is self-doubt and actually knowing how to love yourself. And I've gotten to a place where I do love myself. Finally, after, 31 years, but continuously setting myself up for these thoughts of, am I good enough? Am I how does my past define my future? How am I going to ever be good enough. All of those things have been very difficult, like it is for any human being, but especially me to overcome. And I am I'm very hard on myself, which has brought me into very dark places along the way. But I think that truly getting to a point where you can be happy with who you are and loving yourself and loving what you're doing, just finding a little something in what you're doing that you love, that is incredibly powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you again, Harper, so much for coming on. What is the best place to find you and connect with you?
Thank you for having me. It is on Instagram. It's Alexandra __ Harper. 2 underscores.
Amazing. I love you so much. You guys, if you love this episode as much as I did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good things. And until next time,
Thank
see you
you.
in the next one.
I love you.
I love you.